and welcome to this video tutorial of Prestashop Spin and Win module. In this video, I'll explain you the process to configure the module, and I'll also show you that how using this module you can easily add an interactive game of spin wheel to your website so that your customers can take interest into that in anticipation of winning a prize from that game and be flocked to your website. So let's just go to the Prestashop back office to know more about the configuration and the whole workflow of this module. As you can see that I have already installed this module in my Prestashop. So let's just go to the configuration page. The configuration settings of the module consists of multiple sections. We will deal with each of the options available in each section one by one. The first section is slice setting. As you can see that I have already created multiple slices, and it was easy to do so because we cannot create multiple slices at the time of showing this video, this tutorial video, because it will be very long to create each one of the slice one by one. So I have created that for the uh, convenience, and I can show you the spin wheel now easily. But in order to make you understand of the process that how you can create the slices of the wheel, I'll just take you through the create slice button. This is the button via which you can choose to create a new slice and add it to the spin wheel. Let's just go to that. On clicking that button, you will be taken to this page, this particular page, where you can see there are multiple options about a slice. I'll just explain you each of the option one by one. The first option is enter label. What name are you willing to give to a slice? You can select that from here, and that particular label will be shown at the slice on the spin wheel on the front end of the store where your customers will see that. Then next is description about the label. You need to describe something about that particular label. However, this description is not shown to the customers. Then next is slice color. You can choose a color of the slice according to your own convenience. The whole color palette is available here. You can choose any color from here. After that, whether you want to activate this slice or not, you can choose that from here. This option is particularly helpful when, let's say, you have created 50 slices, but it's just not feasible to show all the 50 slices in a wheel for once. So it will be easy for you to create all the slices that you want and choose some of them to show on your spin wheel according to your own convenience and as per the demands of the store. Then next is voucher. Whether you want to associate an voucher for this slice or not, you can select that from here. If you enable it, then you need to enter the voucher name and the code. You can also customize the code as per your own. Apart from that, you can also generate it by clicking here, and the automatically generated code will be entered in this particular field. Then next is discount type. What kind of discount are you willing to offer via this voucher? You can select that from here, whether it will be an amount discount or in the percentage of discount. You can choose that from here. In case of amount, you need to enter the amount, the discount amount, and in case of the percentage, you need to enter the percentage discount which you do want to associate with this voucher. You can also choose to add a validity of that voucher so that if a customer wins that voucher with the spin wheel game, then he can only use that particular voucher up to a certain time period. Apart from that, the all the available slices or the created slices list is also available here. You can choose to activate or deactivate them from here too. Now let's just go to the next section, that is display setting. The first option under this section is display spinner. I'll just take you to the front end of the shop and I will tell you that here is an option or the monogram, you can say, that is added after the installation of the module, where your customers can click to go onto this spin wheel page, and they can choose to play this game by entering the name and the email address. The customization of all the things that is being shown here is available. I'll just take you through each of the option and the customization option one by one in the video. Let me just tell you that the spinner, this particular option is given to show or hide this particular spinner that is being shown here on this page. In case if you disable this, then this particular spinner will be hidden from this particular page, and only name and email address field will be shown. Then next is font type. What kind of font type you want to show on this particular uh, thing, you can select that from here. uh, Sorry, this font type is regarding the type of font that you are showing on this particular slice, or the text that is being shown on the slices of the wheel. Then next is display type of spinner. It is currently selected to full page, so we are here showing this particular spinner on the full page of the store. However, you can also choose to select it to floating, and I'll just show you that how this floating spinner is actually shown on the front end. On refreshing the page, as you can see now that this button is has been removed from here, and it is now uh, being shown at this particular place. However, you can also choose to uh, select the button position from here. Currently it is selected to left, so it is being shown here. On clicking this, a pop-up like page is eh, appended, and you can see all the details that were being shown earlier on that particular page. That is the spin wheel, name, email address, all things same. Now next option is display text I don't feel lucky. If you enable this option, then you can also customize the color of that particular text, and I will just save it to show you that how it is being shown on this spinner block. This is the kind of text which I was talking about through this option. If you click on this option, then this appended box will now be hidden again. In case if we just set it to on full page, then all those options will be hidden again. However, you can choose this customization option only when you have set the spinner block to floating type. But let's just restore it to full page again, and let's just refresh again, and we will just land back to this spinner page. Now let's see what else options are available here. The next option is display spinner to logged in users only. In case if I enable this option, and as you currently see that no customer is logged in, so if we enable this option, then currently on refreshing this page, the whole spinner block option will be gone. So that's the option which you use in order to restrict all the guests user of your website from playing that game. However, let's just save it again to this, disable that option again. Now next option is group access. Even if you allow all the logged in users and the guests, then you can choose the access groups for which this spinner block will be available. If you choose it for visitor and guests, then your customer would not be able to play the game, and you can accordingly choose that to restrict or allow some of the groups for from using or playing that particular game. Then next is display name field. The name field is which is being shown on this spinner block page, where a customer needs to enter the name and the email address to spin the wheel. However, the case changes when the customer is signed in. Then next is send email to winner. Whether you want to notify your customer about winning the voucher via this spin wheel game or not, you can select that from here. Then next time is waiting time to spin. Let's say if your customer has spun the wheel at 10:15 a.m. Then by this option, if you select it to after 1 hour and say at 10:15 a.m. your customer was not able to win any voucher, or if he has won the voucher, is not satisfied with the outcome of the spin wheel game, then he can now spin the wheel again after 1 hour, because we have selected the waiting time to spin to 1 hour. However, if we select it to no time fix, then the customer can choose to spin the wheel up to selected number of times that we have set here, that is currently 3. However, you can choose it to 10,000. In case if you choose it to 10,000, then it means that you are allowing your customer to spin the wheel as many times as he wants. Now let's just go to the next section, design setting. This section is basically given to customize the whole view of this spin wheel block. Let's see each of the option one by one. The first one is display logo. If you enable this option, then this particular logo that is being shown by default, this your logo, will be added to this page. I'll just enable this option to show you the changes that it brings onto that page. As you can see, this logo is now added. However, you can choose to update your own logo too to add on that particular page. And this logo is shown on the spin wheel floating type too. Then next is theme background. In case if you enable this option, then all these color palettes are shown here. If you disable this, then no color palettes will be shown here. After enabling this option, you can choose a color palette from your own, and accordingly the background, that is this particular background on which all the details are being shown now, will be changed. Then let's see the settings about wheel. The first option is wheel spin duration. Let's say if your customer has spun the wheel, then for how many seconds you want to spin the wheel, you can select that from here. I have selected it to 5 seconds. Say if I am spinning the wheel now, then up to 5 seconds it will be spinning continuously, and at the end of 5 seconds it will come to the rest position. Then next is wheel speed. The wheel speed allows you to select the speed of the wheel, that is number of rotation uh, per minute. It's the number of rotation of wheel per minute. You can choose that from here, and range is from 1 to 100. If you want the wheel to rotate 100 times in a minute, then you can select that from here. Then next is wheel border color. The border color is that this is being shown here. You can select that color from here. Then you can also select the border size in pixels. For now I have set it to 10. However, if you choose to increase that, then accordingly this border size width will be increased. If you choose it to set say 35 pixels, that is the maximum range. But for the convenience, or you can say for optimum look of this border, you can set it to 10. Then next is slice text color. You can also choose to customize the text color that is being shown here on the slices of the wheel. As you can see, rule 50, 10% off, and on all the text that is being shown here on this slices of the wheel, you can select the color of that from here. Then next is, you can also choose to customize this text via various options that are being available here, that is font weight, text orientation, text alignment, outline color, etc. Then next is slice outline width. This outline corresponds to this particular section here. You can choose to increase the width of that from here. Then next is wheel middle circle color. This is the middle circle. We have selected it to white. You can choose the any color from here to customize it according to your own convenience. You can also customize the size of this middle circle. You can choose the range from 0 to 80. For optimum view, you can select it to 50 as we have selected here. However, you can also choose a lower value to decrease the size of this particular middle wheel. Then next is enable wheel sound. If I enable this, then on spinning the wheel, a sound will be generated. I'll just enable this option and show you how this is being uh, shown on the front end. For now, let's just enter the details in order to spin the wheel. I'm just spinning the wheel, and on spinning the wheel a sound is generated. However, I am recording the video now, so it would not be able to show or record the sound that is being generated here. It's because of one other reason also, because that I have not refreshed the page. Let me just refresh the page again, and we'll see how this change has come onto this page. I'll just spin the wheel again, and you may notice that a sound is being generated now. And this is how you can choose to enable the spin wheel sound from here. Then next is pin color. Pin corresponds to this particular pin which is being shown here. This is currently set to black. So the outline of the pin is, as you can see, it is black. Now next is pin size. You can also choose a pin size value in pixels. For optimum view, you can set it to 4. However, the range allows you to set any value between 0 to 18. Then next is pin distance from outline. For optimum value or the look, as you can see that it overlaps the wheel and how that it should be. So the value should be at 13. However, if you increase the value, let's say to 38, then there will be no overlapping between this pin and the wheel. Then next is arrow color. Arrow color is the particular color that is I'll showing here it to white. So arrow color is to white, and outline color I have selected it to black, and here it is being shown as black. Now let's just go to the another section, that is text display setting, and let's just see what all options do we get under this section. This section particularly allows you to customize the text that is being shown on this page, that is you are showing, or you can see here right now. Hooray, you have won 10% off and all these things. It is coming because of the customizations that we have done here. Let me just refresh this page once again to show you that how we have customized. The first one is header text, sign in to win a special prize. Here it is being shown. Then next is description text, fill in the details, the same text again showing here. You can also customize the color of that header text, description color again. Then next is text fields label color. You can also choose to customize the color of this text field that is being shown here, name and email address. We have selected it to white, and hence it is showing white. Then next is spin button background color. This spin wheel, the background color is set to green, I think, bluish green maybe. So here it is being shown according to the settings. Then text color white again, as you can see the text of a spin wheel is in white. Then next is winning title. The title which was just currently showing, or showing earlier, as you can say that hooray, you have won a prize. You can select that or customize that title from here. You can also customize the color of those title again. Then you can also customize the title which you will show to your customer if your customer doesn't wins anything. then that is better luck next time, and again you can customize the text color again. Then next is mail setting. As you know that we have configured to send a mail on winning a voucher to the customer, so you can choose to customize the subject and the content of the mail from here. You can also test the email by selecting an email address from here. I click on the test button so that you can see how your emails will be sent to your customers, and you can accordingly make changes by looking at the mail that you have got. Then next is dashboard setting. The dashboard setting provides you the data of all the generated vouchers, used vouchers, and unused vouchers. As currently we have spun the wheel a few minutes back, as you have seen just now. So unused vouchers data is 1, and the total generated voucher is also 1, because after installing the module we have not used this spin wheel game for much. Then next is here the list of all the vouchers and name of the uh, email of the all the customers or the guests will be shown here. Voucher code and generation date will also be shown, and whether that voucher is still used or unused by that customer, you can select that. You can see that from here under the status section. Then next is filter option is also given here. Let's just say that here the list contains multiple entries, like say 1000 or 2000 entries. Then it would be difficult to analyze all the entries by just looking at them one by one. So we have also added some options to filter that data. Options are, that is, all the customers who spin the wheel. Then next is who have used the vouchers or who haven't used the voucher. And next is also the customers who spin the wheel for selected date range. On clicking this particular filter data, you can choose a particular date range from here, and on the basis of that particular date range, all the customers who spun the wheel will be uh, shown here in the list. Now let's just come back here onto this page, and this is how a spin wheel uh, looks on the front end, and your customers can now easily enter their name, email address, and choose to spin the wheel as per their choice and get an prize associated with the slices of the wheel. This is the page that is being shown to the customer or say guest who is not yet signed in or say registered. Let's just one sign in again to this page and see how this spin wheel page looks to a registered customer or say a logged in customer. So let's just sign in once with a customer credentials and see how that spin wheel page is shown. As you can see, on signing in again, even though the signed in customer needs to fill the name and the email address, however the email address filled is disabled now because the customer is registered, and the name is field is also disabled because the details of name and the email address associated with this particular customer is already available. So customer don't need to fill all these details, and he can directly click on the spin wheel and play the game and win the voucher. However, as you can see, and it's good for the video too, because we have come to oops sorry, because it is a lose, and as per the configured text, lose text, which we have configured in our module, the text is being shown here, and the customization added to this particular text is also shown accordingly. So this was all about the Prestashop spin and win module. I hope this video helps you to configure and use the module in the best possible way. Thank you.